2006 was a tricky year for Sony. Their handheld wasn't selling particularly well, and it had just been hacked to allow a generation of youths to pirate their games, and Nintendo just announced the money-printing DS Lite. But more importantly, they didn't have a mascot. Microsoft could always rely on Master Chief to be their poster boy. Nintendo had Mario, which was the face of all of gaming, but Sony didn't have that. They couldn't rely on Jack or Ratchet. But on one train journey, one Japanese developer jotted down the initial concept for a game involving tilting levels and a little congealed orange ball that would become the focal point of PlayStation's campaign in the next few years. At least until Sackboy came along. Nonetheless, what became LocoRoco remains in my mind as one of the defining titles for the PSP. And it's a great game. So a LocoRoco is a small gelatinous colourful blob, and for some reason his world is being attacked by black, smoky monster things. So for whatever reason, your task was getting to the end of a series of beautifully illustrated levels. The simple and intuitive controls made the game instantly enjoyable, and at the time they felt really refreshing and even revolutionary. You use the shoulder buttons to tilt the world, and LocoRoco will roll along with it. Tapping both at the same time will cause LocoRoco to jump. It's really satisfying just to make your character roll and move along or bounce off a wall or a spring pad in these puzzle platforming levels. But perhaps the term puzzle platformer doesn't do the game justice. You're not making tight jumps or activating a series of switches. You're rolling, sliding, bouncing and swimming through imaginative pastel-coloured levels, eating flowers to grow your character. You see, LocoRoco possesses a special ability. As you eat flowers to grow, you can tap circle to break up into lots of smaller parts. The bigger you are, the more parts you'll be broken up into. And this is occasionally used in puzzles where you have to squeeze into small spaces or fit into holes in the ground. And sometimes you can access secret items by breaking up and singing to a character in the world to wake them up, like a tiny choir. But really, a lot of the time you'll just be breaking up for the fun of it, and to hear LocoRoco's cutesy melody break up into a series of enchanting harmonies. And music is a big part of what makes the game so enjoyable and engrossing. From the opening you're treated to a cutesy, unfairly catchy tune. I mean, try listening to it, it'll be stuck in your head for a week. And these scores are varied for each world, from delicate, sparkly tunes in the ice world to more exotic flavours in the jungle. It makes each world have a very distinct and different feeling, and it makes the brief story feel a lot longer and grander than it actually is. Even so, each level is a joy, and at no point does it feel stale. As levels go on, you'll discover new mechanics like swinging from vines, which is impressive in its own right, and using characters to shoot you higher, and swimming underwater, and changing the shape of your LocoRoco. Not only that, but as you unlock different colours of LocoRoco, they each sing different versions of the same song with their own voice, in addition to their own theme song when you first meet them. Interestingly, I think that these are just thinly veiled racial stereotypes. But they're catchy nonetheless, and I think the catchiness and the freshness of LocoRoco is why I keep coming back to it and why I enjoy it so much. It's not the case that there's always something more to discover. Any savvy gamer could 100% the game in the first playthrough. It's like listening to an album I love. I know I've heard it so many times before, and I know what I'm getting into, and I'm not trying to experience anything new. But each weird and wonderful level in LocoRoco delights the ears, eyes and fingertips like We Don't Care by Kanye West. Just to get by, stack your money till it gets sky high. It's been 7 years since LocoRoco and 9 since the college dropout, and they're both uplifting experiences which I've been playing the whole time. The trebly highs, the bassy lows, and the unfalteringly brilliant beat wraps me up in a warm cocoon of blissful nostalgia, and I'm not intending to leave it anytime soon.
Oh yeah, I got the perfect song for the kids to sing.